And we are live. Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, August 14th, and I see a lot of people in the chat already. Hello, Gertej, COVID Hippo, Stephen Collins, Action VJ, Marg H, Clayton Crawford, Marie Palmer's here, Steph Curry's here, Whitby Dude is here, PGH, Michael Nguyen, Novell Koss says the show's about to start. Young Jedi, the Magic Entertainer, long time no see. Hello, and welcome to a pretty laid-back edition of this Sunday Night Live. Not that they're not normally laid back, but by laid back, I mean I've got nothing. I've been just kind of taking it easy. To answer your question, Boardwalk Brad, how are you feeling? I think you can already feel my throat or my voice is starting to go. I went out today and I actually did something I haven't done in a very, very, very long time. I walked around the city with the camera and I made a video, and then I made another one, and I have discovered, just as I did on the Friday night live stream, the more I talk, the less my voice seems to hold up. So I think I've got maybe an hour of talking in me here. Hello, Rich. Yeah, so tomorrow, this weekend, I got one scooter video in and 2 walking videos, and I still have a hotel video from Amsterdam, and I want to do the Friday night video from Amsterdam, and I think that'll be it. So I've got content ready to go all week. Brad Palmer's here. He says, good evening. Here's the part where I normally crack out a cold beverage, but for now, we're going to stick with the finest orange Pico tea money can buy. This is Lipton tea, I think. Soothes the throat. I've got my full taste back. My full smell is back. I have a bit of post-nasal drip, so I think that's what's keeping my throat from being 100% and letting my voice go. Other than that, I feel fine, except for the whole massive fatigue thing. But if you're wondering how I'm doing, it's really just a matter of battling the fatigue. And I have no idea how long this will take to get over. It could be a long, slow road. It could be over this week. Don't know, but I am definitely looking forward to getting the hell over this stupid thing. But we will find out. And at least I'm back on track in terms of making Toronto content. So for this week, I've got 2 goals, 2 very, very ambitious goals. One is to open the door and let a technician in to install fiber optic internet. So I'm finally moving on into the real world, because currently this is the internet I'm rocking. Rogers, boo. I can't wait to cancel this. Is it not going to do it? I actually get 1,000 down. Something is holding this connection back. But my upload is pathetic. So instead of taking like 2-3 hours to upload a video, it's going to take like a couple of minutes. The shitty thing about that is my lights are all on the other network. All my devices are on the other network. Everything like talks to each other. I have Kodi set up. So I might just put the modem I get for fiber into bridge mode and use my old, use my old router and just keep the network the same, even though I don't really have to do that. But yeah, that upload speed 32, I cannot wait to make that bad boy 960, and we'll be doing some real uploading. Stephen Collins says, get some Korean honey lemon tea. Vivian Johnson sent a super chat to get some honey, and I did get some honey flavored herbal tea actually, which I have, although I'm drinking the orange Pico with the milk and sugar tonight. So yeah, we're going to get rid of this internet. That's my one goal this week. And my other goal is to get the rear tire of my good e-bike fixed. I did not want to go into any repair shops last week, just in case I was still contagious. And truthfully, I shouldn't be having contact for at least a few days this week. So hopefully I'm going to get out at some point this week and get that rear tire fixed. And that is it. If I do those 2 things, I'll be happy. And maybe I'll even do a live stream, hopefully from the e-bike. And I'm also thinking I'm just going down to the waterfront and kind of doing a slow-moving walking live stream just to do that because it's been a while. Jeanette Morales is here. Hello, Jeanette, all the way down in Houston. Tech Needs Tea is here. I'm sorry to say, Tech, there will be no games tonight. I don't have this thing in ultra-low latency mode, nor will I probably have the energy to have games. But thanks for showing up, Tech. Vivian says, my voice sounds better. Thank you. I edited the video I recorded today, and I thought I sounded a lot better in it. COVID Hippo does make gaming videos and streams. I did not know you did that, COVID Hippo. Actually, I did know that. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, chat amongst yourselves. I don't have anything planned for this one, so we're just going to sit here and stare at each other for an hour. Just gaze into those eyes. Can you say weirdo? CP just joined. Happy to see I'm doing well. We had a similar recovery time for COVID, although you had it in December. Vivian says, hello, all my Stridesters and pals. Yeah, I really don't want to make like the next week or so of my life about COVID, but it's kind of hard not to when at around 1 p.m. your system just shuts down and says, go to bed, idiot. You have no more energy left. Like, that's kind of what I've been going through every day. So I went out early today. I went out by noon to make a couple of videos because I knew I'd have the energy. And then I was all planned on killing this stream. I was like, you know what? Let's just take Sunday off. We'll watch some TV. And then I was like, nah, let's do it. So that's why we're here. The Magic Entertainer says I should go to Europe again in the fall. Why do you suggest that? What's in Europe? Wasn't I just there gallivanting all over one city specifically? Tech Needs Tea wishes she could gift memberships on Stumbles. Yes, you did gift channel memberships on Strides. Thank you for that. Yeah, I don't have channel memberships on this. Vivian says, did I hear you trying lemon and honey tea? I bought some herbal tea that is honey infused. I know it's not the same thing, but I did try it, and I wasn't a fan of the taste, but it soothed my throat. We're just having the normal tea tonight. Tech Needs Tea. For some shampoo, not 5-in-1. We are definitely going to get some 5-in-1. Thank you for your support. Tech Needs Tea, $4.99. And when is your next live stream going to be? Bill, I think we'll go through some other things, but that's always a good idea. Either Germany for Oktoberfest or Romania at Halloween. You cannot film in public in Germany, if I'm not mistaken. I have a friend who stays in Berlin, and he invited me for a week in his place. But I don't think I can film outside there. I think their laws forbid that. Mike T had COVID back in December. Sorry to hear about your dad's funeral. You got lucky it didn't hit you too bad. Yeah, it seems to hit everybody differently. Some people lose their smell. Some people get the sore throat. Some people get the crushing fatigue. Some people can't breathe very well. Some people end up in the hospital. And some people say, oh, that was nothing. I got over it quickly. So, I don't know. So, yeah, I posted my how I packed carry-on only video. Whitby Dude says, need to get my smoothie blade fixed. I do. I'm thinking I'm just going to order a whole new blender, I think. Every time, my model of blender is so old that you can't get a genuine blade replacement. And all the ones that you can get that say they're compatible with it are either on AliExpress or for like 5 times the cost on Amazon, and none of them work. I'm tired of these cheap-ass blade replacements. So I think it's time just to get a new blender. It sucks to get something new when all you need is a part replaced, but I think it's time. Young Jedi recently moved downtown from Willowdale East. You love it. Where downtown? And congrats on the move there. Action BJ with the monocle. Let's see what's going on in the old city of Toronto. Not a whole lot going on this weekend. And I was downtown, and there wasn't a whole lot of people out today. Not a lot of energy on the streets. Kind of felt like maybe summer's winding down. All the big... Oh. Sorry, guys. We just had a connection problem. But we're back. I have not been monitoring my own stream. I think I've got a shoddy lightning cable. King and Queen by Portland was popping off around 2 to 4. I should have been down there. Where's Johnny? Yeah. I'm back. A dangerous sign for the governance of Toronto. More than a dozen school trustee and council candidates could be elected by default. Is this my call to action to go run for something that I'm in no way, shape, or form qualified for? It looks like some movie or TV show is recreating the 70s on King Street East. Ooh, haven't seen one of those vans in a while. You live at Beverly Street by Queen. That is an awesome location. Congrats on relocating. Mark says Mr. T-Van. It is. I love it when a plan comes together. Maybe that is an A-Team reboot there. You think they would cover up the van if it was, though? They wouldn't leave it out exposed. That's an awesome picture. Holy shit. That's a Porter airplane flying into Billy Bishop. Novell Cost saw those vans growing up. Those were the vans where they would always tell kids people would roll up to playgrounds and offer candy out of them. Yet, I don't think anyone in the history of time has actually ever done that. But way to like paint everyone who ever drove one of those vans as a creepy weirdo, right? Like every time we saw one of those vans, you looked at the driver and was just like, that guy's a creep. Even though it's just like a dude who's a plumber going to work. If you grew up in the 80s, you had this mindset that people in those vans had something wrong with them and they were like child predators. Probably a lot of people didn't buy those vans because of that association with them, I'm willing to bet. Like, no, I just need it for work. I'm a good guy. CNE is opening during a safety inspector strike. 170 inspectors in the union walked off the job on July 21st and will not be working at the exhibition. Oregon e-biker Mark says, fantastic. Exhibition Stadium, 1982, when you paid $20 for great entertainment. The Who. There's a band I have never really paid much attention to. Bill says, nice to win by default, being the only candidate, but school trustees are part-time jobs. They make about $12K a year, but it's the principle. People, there should be some choice there. Broken benches, overflowing trash. Residents in these Toronto neighborhoods are calling for change. Big fan of the Toronto skyline from Regent Park. That is a glorious photo. Can we blow this building up right here? Or just relocate it somewhere less offensive to this view? You can see right here the biggest problem with housing in Toronto. This sea of mostly single-family detached homes in the middle of the east side of downtown. Like, this should all be 4 or 5 story apartment buildings. Not like this. These are pretty crappy ones, but you get the idea. Novell Costa's decent looking view. It is. We have Aura, One Bloor East. Oh, on that topic, what's in the missing middle? Here's another awesome photo, but this is a similar story. You have, this is what, the 401 and Shepherd. Yeah, this is Finch. So you've got this like crazy high-rise corridor. And then look at this, like suburban subdivisions on either side. And you've got 3 subway stations there, soon to be 5 if you count going up to Steeles. You're going to be adding one, I think, at Cummer and then another one at Steeles. So this is quite the corridor already. And they've got plans to like bring Yonge Street here up to the modern age and put bike lanes in it and cut a lane of traffic out. But this is like stupidly irresponsible zoning and planning. Although it creates a pretty kick-ass Skyline effect, I guess. Let's see what people say. I picked up my tea. So the old city of North York made a concerted effort to build their own downtown along Yonge Street. They built additional roads on either side to funnel traffic. South of the 401 is still part of North York, but because it's west of the Don River Valley, the terrain isn't suitable for skyscrapers or additional roads. Very true. That's why between like Hogs Hollow and Shepherd, there's not a whole lot going on, or the 401 rather. The boundary between North York and the city of Toronto on Yonge was at Glen Echo at the valley's edge. Toronto wasn't interested in expanding the line of skyscrapers north of Eglinton. Now that the area is filled with multi-million-dollar homes, a couple of golf courses in Hogs Hollow, which is a floodplain if I'm not mistaken. Ding. Pedestrian critically injured after being struck by vehicle in Toronto. What else is new? But tickle and ticket the cyclists. Why don't you? People are driving incredibly dangerous on 401. Seen at Museum Station today. That is cute. Mike T could never go back to living in an apartment. You love your home, garage, and yard. But your home, garage, and yard are very unsustainable and being subsidized by the people in the city. So count your blessings in that way. COVID Hippo says, kittens on the subway. This guy is nuts. I think this is the same guy who did it earlier. He went for a 43.8 kilometer stroll on Saturday. Look at that. I woke up this morning and was feeling bored, so I thought I would go for a stroll as it was beautiful. By the time I made it back home, I walked 43.81 kilometers. I could not do that on my best day. I certainly couldn't do that lately. So he walked down Bayview over to Yonge. Oh, I'm going this in the wrong direction. So he walked through the valley, through Cabbagetown and Riverdale Park, into Regent Park, through downtown, up through Kensington. Wow. What a crazy walk. Walks in Wall Street is here. Long time no see. How's it going? Enjoying my low-key Sunday night as I still recover from the virus not to be named. COVID Hippo says it reminds me of the guy you mentioned who walked down all of Yonge. Maybe it's the same guy. I wonder if it's the same guy. There's ways to find out. That's pretty nuts. Did you guys see Doug Ford eating a bee? That is pretty nuts. Whitby Dude is here. Ali BHG is here. COVID Hippo says, what in the name of George is this? He kept saying, holy Christ, which I found hilarious. This will be the defining Doug Ford moment. I thought before this it would have been the putting his mask over his eyes moment. Queen West construction update. Uh-oh. Queen West is going to be a war zone. Little has changed here since my last visit except the new contact wire. So that is Roncesvalles. That is Queensway. So that is Roncy and Queen. So we are a long ways away from having actual streetcar service on the west end of the Queen line. Yes, a few bars and a restaurant have already been evicted for Ontario line construction. Whippy Dude says, would have been interesting if Ford had to go to the emergency room. Would he have said that he's getting the healthcare he needs? With his, 14, 15 hour wait? I'm sure they would have, prioritized him because that's just the way it goes. And then he would have gone to a private hospital in Buffalo or something over the weekend. Brad Palmer says, we're doing great. I had a good summer. Transportation Land says, TTC was terrible with the single track thing today. Took so long for a northbound train to come in the morning. Where were they doing this? The TTC, I want to give a hearty middle finger to today. I checked because of the whole like recovering thing. I was trying to avoid shuttle buses. I went out yesterday and I saw shuttle buses. So I was like, F this. I'm just going to take my scooter out because I said I was going to go over and walk Charlie, something I haven't done in a long time, and his parents weren't there. And I was going to take the TTC there and make a video on my way. Saw the shuttle buses, grabbed my scooter, went out, came back, and then today I wanted to go, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wear my mask, find a quiet spot in the shuttle bus, and I'll deal with it. But it said that Line 2 was closed between Broadview and St. George until noon because they're working on the viaduct. It said service resumes by noon. So I timed my trip, so I was down there at Yonge and Bloor about to transfer onto Line 2. It was afternoon, well after 12 p.m. And guess what? Shuttle buses were running. So thanks, TTC. I had to take shuttle buses from here to St. Clair, got in the train. Then instead of transferring to the train at Yonge Bloor, because according to your website, it would have been running, it was not running, and I had to get on another shuttle bus. And that shuttle bus was ridiculous. Chris Mills says, are masks still recommended on the TTC? Recommended, yes. Required, no. But I'm required to wear one because it hasn't been... I think I have to wear it for up to 10 days after I first felt symptoms, and I'm not quite there yet. I'm just wearing it because whatever, it's the right thing to do. Even though I tested negative, rules are rules. It's fair. I even tried to avoid the shuttle bus yesterday, but yeah, I was like crushed in there on like a Line 2 shuttle bus that they said would have not have been operating by then. Transportation Line says on the Barrie Line train right now, the last one at 8 p.m. Okay. I don't know why I just randomly read that. My flight from DC circled quite low over downtown around 2 a.m. as the pilot tried to land at Pearson Airport after aborting their first attempt due to apparent debris on the runway. That's not uncommon. If the pilot thinks they see anything, which a lot of times they don't, planes will often do a turnaround. I've been on planes that have done turnarounds. If John Tory really wants to be a strong mayor, he can start with the city's climate change fight. The city plan to cut greenhouse gases is so complex and technical, it needs a strong politician to champion it. That looks like a lot for me to be getting in on a night when I'm trying to take it easy. Apparently some idiot fired a gun on like the 401 and then went into the Yorkdale Mall parking lot. And then we had a bomb threat between Osgood and Union Station. What? Adam Sandler hooping in Toronto. I have not seen this. That does look like Adam Sandler, doesn't it? COVID Hippo says, why is this man always in TO? He's pretty much a full-time Netflix employee. I don't think he sucks, Ali BHG. He's dropping dimes, especially for his age. He's got really good handles. What a nice pass. Look at that. I don't want to play all of this guy's video, but that is pretty badass. COVID Hippo says the nice pass and pick and roll. Margate says he's shooting a movie in Guelph. He has been here in Guelph and shooting for something. That movie, I watched his movie Hustle, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I watched that on the plane on my way back from Amsterdam. Transportation Land says TTC is terrible with closures. Shuttle buses are always packed most of the time. And it seems as if the people, when you take a shuttle bus on line 1, you have a better time of it than when you take a shuttle bus on line 2. When you take the shuttle bus from Eglinton, nobody taps. You just kind of like walk on. When you get to St. Clair, they have all the gates open. Everyone walks off and walks on. When I took the line 2 shuttle bus, when it was time to get back into St. George Station, they're making everyone tap. And there seemed to be a lot fewer shuttle buses than on line 1. So they were fewer, and they were absolutely packed, and they weren't giving away free rides like they were on line 1. Yes, you're supposed to tap anyways, but a lot of people don't. Teen arrested in connection with homicide. Good. Do we have any good news? Any good news? Photos of the original Sick Kids Hospital, Vaughan Glen. In May of 1899, a group of 22 women sat down for tea and formed a committee dedicated to helping sick kids. Where is this? Probably in Vaughan? COVID Hippo says, where's Vaughan Glen? I don't think it's a thing, unless I spelt it wrong. That would make for a good YouTube video. One of those like abandoned videos. Marie Palmer thought it was Amityville. Good set for that. I think she's a goner. I think this one is beyond saving, unfortunately. Look at it. Ali BHG says reminds her of Chernobyl. Novel cost. No shit, eh? These are neat. Pink tiles. Those must have not been that old. Oh well. That's enough for Reddit. Something for the proper people. Toronto pet business closing permanently due to lockdowns. Ontario is finally making it a lot easier to renew your driver's license and health card. The provincial government announced today that it's making it easier and more convenient for people to keep their IDs up to date. You can finally go paperless and opt for digital reminders to renew your driver's license, health card, and even license plate. You can choose. So they're sending digital reminders. You can renew your license plate, driver's, health card, accessible parking permit online. You can renew them online. Vivian says I'm hiding again. Let me fix that. Are we back? I think we're back. It says we're back. All right, now for the big test. This isn't back. Okay, I got to try to fix this. Sorry about that, guys. We lost a lot of viewers. And I can't get my webcam working. I think it's this lightning cable. Something is up with this. Although when I disconnected it, I lost my stream connection. Let me see if I can fix this again. Let's see. No devices connected. Just give me one sec, guys. I think you can still hear me fine, right? Hello? Give me one sec. What can I do? I can turn that off. All right, this is awkward. You can hear me. Let me see something. If I go to IV cam, we're going to see if this works. Will this work? IV cam, IV cam. Searching. So that kind of works. Now, let's come over here. Video capture device. Okay. IV cam. Oh, look at that. Let's come down here. And then if I Lisa, $5 for a new cable. Thank you, Lisa. Chroma key. All right. I have chroma keyed this. Not properly. There's no way this will look as good as the other setup. So if I go to chroma key here, despell. Ooh.
For a new cable.
I don't know. That is kind of working, I think. Does that work? Does this work? Not perfect, but we can still see you. It looks kind of like I'm slightly out of focus. This is totally different camera software. Action VJ says that was an impressive recovery. What happens is I use my iPhone instead of a webcam. And I use this software here called Camo, and I pay like a subscription fee for this software because it really is the best. But I think my USB cable, my Apple Lightning cable is not working, so it just shit the bed. And then I switched over to this other software I have that seems to be dropping frames. It doesn't seem to be as smooth, but we could just use this for now, I guess. Finding decent cables is tough. A crappy Amazon cable almost set your truck on fire. It's all good. Lisa sent $5 to get a new lightning cable. So there's another project for me to do this week. Fix the camera situation for my live streams and get a new camera. I just don't think this looks as good as the other software. My face actually kind of looks a bit like I'm all red like a tomato. How fitting he's wearing a spinning of circle death shirt. Spinning circle of death shirt. How fitting indeed, eh? Toronto is about to get a brand new outdoor social club, and it'll be completely free. This is... I think I can see this outside of my apartment. When I look out of my balcony, I can see this. Holy shit. If this is what I think it is, Toronto is getting a new free outdoor social club that describes itself as a non-club club. It will be popping up in an area that's been choked by construction. Fairgrounds should bring some brightness to a dreary construction site in Yonge and Eglinton. A free sports club with no fees, waitlist, or dress code. It was created by two people who are all about community spaces. Look at that. So this is where Best Buy used to be. And this is where there used to be a building, but now there's like a big pit or a hole in the ground. Focusing mostly on racket sports, the fairgrounds is intended to be a happy medium between exclusionary private clubs and poor quality public courts that can have long wait times and few amenities. The main racket sport they'll be focusing on is pickleball, as apparently it's the fastest growing sport in North America with widespread appeal. That is awesome. I guess they're installing these pickleball courts. That's a really neat idea. Fans, buses, gaming's here. Did I already say hi? I think we lost a lot of viewers in like the whole camera debacle. And now this one is making me look too red. Alexa, office light off. That should have changed things. Ooh, that made me look really red. Alexa, turn the office light back on. Come on. That did not help you, friend. No. All my lighting here is set up and calibrated for the other camera setup, which we are no longer using. At least not until I buy a new cable. Toronto man to be first person with disabilities to paddle across each Great Lake. Awesome. Very underwhelmed by the new ride at Canada's Wonderland. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone have any interesting YouTube channels we could look at? I am probably going to bed right after this. Jennifer Gala says, oh, my Alexa is turning off your lights. Sorry about that. Isn't it disability, not plural, says Ali BHG. Toronto man set to be first person with disabilities to paddle across each Great Lake. Maybe this person has multiple disabilities? I don't know. Clayton saying Megan Sandor for some reason. Eugenate says Transmania, Ontario. What is this all about? What are the new uploads? TTC Subway Express Line 1 University. TTC Point of View Walk, Islington Station to St. Patrick's Station. So is this just like riding the subway? Oh, they've got a fancy intro here. Oh, Megan started a new channel. Okay, we'll go take a look at that. I'm not a fan of this camera angle here. All right, Megan Sandor. Did I spell it right? Hey. Megan Sandor. Instagram and TikTok. TikTok. Subscribe. I sewed a Barbie and the rocker's gown entirely by hand. No sewing machine needed. COVID Hippo says, oh, that's Ken's girlfriend.
Come here, Gen Z. Your millennial auntie has a story for you. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for clicking on this video, and thanks to Big Daddy Ugg.
She's already got better skills than Ken. No offense, Ken. Good audio, good presentation, good presence.
Ribbon for pimping it out to you. My name is Megan, and welcome to my channel.
She just did a jump cut. All right, I don't want to play her video just because you need to watch her video on her channel. That way it benefits her, not so much. That's just the way YouTube should work, is you should watch someone else's channel on their channel. But awesome, Megan. I will give you a like and I will come back and I will watch this channel just to see what you're up to. Apparently Ken says the ending is hilarious.
So many takes. And I just filmed that whole thing and my camera wasn't on, so we're winning today, guys.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Vivian says, do watch it. It's great. I will, Vivian. Awesome. COVID Hippo says, wake up, grab a brush, and put a little makeup. Fans Buses Gaming did a new setup tour a few weeks ago with his new PC. You just got a new PC. How many new PCs do you get, Fans Buses Gaming? I remember when I used to joke and call you Fans Booses Gaming. Yeah, that joke lasted very long. FBG Mega Rage compilation. Live Saturday Hangout. Where's this tour? Where's this tour? Fans Buses Gaming says this is my second. Ali BHG says TikTok is stupid. I don't like TikTok. And it's completely redundant between YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Like, it doesn't... And it's... The parent company is super duper evil. Eugenate13 says, whatever you do, don't go on my channel.
Hello guys, it's Eugenate13, and today we're going to do another election prediction that's better than the other one. Now so far on this map on 270towin.com, we have the states that are not decided obviously, but are pretty predictable, and that will put Clinton at 217 and Trump at 191.
I wonder who you predicted to win. My Stanley Cup playoff round 1 predictions. Refs rant part 2. Tim Peel aftermath. Atrocious and inconsistent officiating. You're all over the place with your topics. You were 14. How far back can we go? Eugenate 5 years ago. How far back can we go? 6 years ago. New YouTuber.
I'm good friends with Shane Pro Effects. Please subscribe to his channel. I'll put his channel in the link below. Please click it. Please subscribe. He is really desperate for some subscribers, as well as I am. And, you know...
So your first ever video is begging for subscribers for you and for your friend. That's awesome.
Better than me that YouTube is a fun thing. Shouldn't be a competition. It shouldn't be battles. I mean, just like Shane said in his video in Need for Speed Most Wanted, which I'm featured in. But
just like he said in his video, which I am featured in. Awesome. That's pretty good stuff. Oh, does this video have any comments? Comments are turned off. Comments are turned off. Are you going to the X if you've recuperated, says Whippy Dude. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to the X anyways. I think I'm well enough that even though I feel like a walking zombie out there, like I'm just completely spaced out, I think there's enough going on at the X to like wake my senses up, even if I don't fully come around by then. Just reading some of your messages. Connie Lou says hello, hello. But yeah, I'll be going to the X. I'm pretty sure I'll be going to the X at least. Am I going to the X? It's 8:17. I'm just checking. No, I have no plans for the rest of the year. So yes, I am clear to go to the X. Anyone have any other YouTube channels we could look up? COVID Hippo, does he still hop on Johnny's streams? If we go to the X, I hope we see some sheep. Taylor is... I'm not even getting... Dennis says, do mine if you'd like. And if you're just tuning in, I apologize for the horrible quality of this camera. I'm not using an app I like to use. Now I have to match the two people with the same name Ice cream cone melting time lapse 15 years ago. You got 41K. A city at night, high quality. What did high quality look like? Oh, I can't play that with music. What did high quality look like 13 years ago? Apparently 480p was high quality. Your channel is organized. Popular uploads. Sunset time lapse. Mike T watches channels involving cars, so they wouldn't be interesting to most people. Estelle only has a couple of short vids on her channel. Eugenate says economics explained. Connie says I look better today. Even with this horrible camera, I look better. I've been feeling a little bit better every day, but it's super duper gradual. And Vivian commented that I sound a little bit better. You still see me kind of like battling the postnasal drip every once in a while. And I figured, funny I say that just as I cough. And today, at the end of my second video, my voice was definitely deteriorating pretty bad. Novell Cost just subscribed to Walks in Wall Street. Yes, he's been in this stream or one of my streams, this or on the other channel quite a few times. And I've seen him live streaming from Miami as well before. Was he the one who he was out live streaming without a gimbal? Then Action Kid ran out and got him a gimbal. Independent Mind says, I have a red complexion, COVID or sunburn. No, it is. There's probably a way in these settings here for me to, hey, I can beautify myself. How is that? How is that? Now do I look good? Ooh, I look 10 years younger. Look at that. I should stay beautified. Ali BHG says shiny. Independent Mind says, yay, that works. Dennis says beautiful. Johnny, you're glowing. I look like I have makeup on. Did I just click it again? It's off. It's on. I think there's 2 layers to it. I think this is like super beauty mode. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, wow, that's even more, isn't it? Who is this? This sexy beast of a host. Chris Mills says, did you get a makeover? What else can I do with this? Ooh, I don't want to do that. Whoop, that's not very good. Can you put me back, please? Why won't it, like, flip me back? Uh-oh. I don't know how to flip myself back around with this. Okay, that works. There we go. Woo! I have no idea what I'm doing here. Estelle says, bye everyone. Hope you're feeling better, Estelle. Have a good night. PGH says, well, this is truly a stumble stream. Without the alcohol, without the weed, I guess it is. Does anyone have a few beers? This will make perfect sense. Does anyone have any last channels we can check out? Brad Palmer asking if I had any edibles. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I should, but do I still have that beauty filter on? Why did I call my camera Buck Futter? The name of this camera is Buck Futter. It's a weird name to name your device. Let's turn. Somewhere in here we'll fix why this thing looks so bad, but let's just turn that stuff off. There we go. LEBHG follows a Dutch gal named Basically Brit.
I am on my phone way too much, so it is time for another reading challenge. I saw this challenge over at Leonie's channel from the book Leo.
Reading vlog. Finally read this book. These books made me laugh. I said I wasn't going... She's a lot more intellectual than me, that's for sure. Check out You Betcha. What is You Betcha? $605,000.
All right, let's get to work. I'm not paying you to stand around.
Hey, fellas, before we get started, can we just stretch real quick?
What is he doing?
5 minutes now will save us years of pain.
Dave, can you stretch me out?
Right here.
What?
Oh my gosh, I love my job.
Tackle box, let's go. Let's get to work. No, I think I'm good. I don't think...
I think it's time to end the stream. Books on a YouTube channel, why not? Yeah, any last channels? Welcome to the experience. Different front bumper view on New York subway. Is that a... Let's throw that all in there and see what that comes. It's a pretty neat view. Mark says now I'm really red. Oh, I watched something crazy. Osaka. This is nuts. Look at this bridge. And this guy, like, just pedaled his bike up it. I watched this the other day. This was pretty nuts. TTC Rom says, who approved that bridge? Japan's most terrifying bridge. It is like, it's actually not that crazy. It's like 5.1 degrees on one side, and the other side's like 6.1 degrees. But it looks really crazy in, like, pictures. COVID Hippo says, who designed this? It looks terrifying. So it's really more of an optical illusion. It's not nearly as crazy as it looks, but certainly leads to some interesting takes. PGH, I just read Pittsburgh is America's most misspelled city name. Pittsburgh. Yes, I just could have read it off of what you wrote. Okay. I think we're at the end. I'm very much looking forward to crawling in bed. So now I've got 3 things to do this week. I've got to get the rear tire on my e-bike fixed. I need to open the door and let the guy in to install fiber internet, and then cancel Rogers, bring Rogers back all their shit, and get my 10 million networked things up and running on the new network. And I got to get my webcam situation fixed for these live streams because I look like a friggin' cherry tomato right now with this one. So I'm going to come back. Hopefully next Sunday we'll have a little more in store for the stream. Hopefully a little more energy. I'm slowly crawling my way back. I don't know about live streaming on the Strides channel during the week. I might try to get 1 or 2 in. I'm still definitely taking things easy and doing things when I have the energy to do it. I don't want to force my way into doing things when I don't have the energy. Because I will not lie, I feel pretty effing zonked these days. But thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, Lisa, for your contribution. I will buy a new one of these, which has been the source of a number of cutouts. Vivian Johnson says, bed for you being unwell sounds like a good idea. Thank you, Vivian. I'm going to have that honey tea and a Tylenol. I'm probably not going to go to bed. I'm probably going to go to my reclining chair. And I just noticed the Prime Video app got a makeover. So I'll go play with that and see if there's anything there watching. Anyways, thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will have a Toronto walk posted tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. First one of those in that I have made in like 2.5 weeks. Keep your expectations in check. It's not going to blow you away or anything. Not that it would. Anyways, but thank you guys. I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.